Did you know that the preferred weapon of female samurai was not a katana? It was called Naginata. And before the samurai sword became famous, this weapon dominated the battlefields of Japan.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Naginata is a traditional Japanese weapon made of a long wooden shaft around 2 meters in length and a curved blade at the end. It's a combination between a spear and a sword that offered a huge advantage in combat. Distance.
This weapon appeared in Japan around the 11th century and was used by samurai and warrior monks. On medieval battlefields where armies clashed in chaos and mud, distance meant survival. With an Naginata, a warrior could control the space around him, keep enemies at bay, and strike multiple opponents. But most importantly, it was extremely effective against cavalry. Samurai used it to pull riders off their horses or to injure the horse itself. On the battlefield, the Naginata was a feared weapon. The fighting technique was different from sword combat. Movements were wide, circular, and fluid, almost like a dance. A deadly dance where the warrior controlled the space around them. The katana was the soul of the samurai, the weapon of duels and close combat. But the naginata was the weapon of the battlefield, the weapon of distance and control. From a practical point of view, fighting with katana and fighting with a naginata are completely different. The katana is a short to medium range weapon. It relies on timing, precision, and quickly entering the opponent's distance. The fight is direct, explosive, and decisive. Often, everything ends in just a few movements. The naginata, on the other hand, completely changes the dynamics of combat. Instead of closing the distance, the goal is to control it and maintain it. The movements are wider, circular, and continuous. The warrior uses the entire body and hip rotation to generate power, and the weapon becomes an extension of the space around him. With a katana, you fight inside your opponent's distance. With an aginata, you fight to keep them from ever reaching it. This is the essential difference. The katana is the weapon of the duel. The naginata is the weapon of space control. Over time, the naginata became the preferred weapon of female samurai. When men went to war, women stayed behind to defend the home and family. In many samurai homes, a naginata was kept near the entrance, a clear message to any intruder. This weapon offered distance and technique, not just brute strength. With the arrival of firearms and spear formations, the naginata slowly disappeared from the battlefield. Warfare was changing, and armies needed weapons that were simpler and cheaper to use. However, the naginata never truly disappeared. Today, there is a modern martial art called Atarashi Naginata, practiced in Japan and around the world, and interestingly, most practitioners are women. The tradition continued and evolved. The naginata remains a symbol of discipline, balance, and elegance in combat. A weapon that tells a story about history, courage, and adaptation.
That was all for today. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what historical weapon or topic would you like me to cover next. See you next time.